Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew, and welcome to The Longest Walk.
I felt anxious, so anxious that I was burning. My heart was beating really fast. I couldn't sleep.
I'm not gonna lie, this is how the game started.
Tired because I couldn't sleep, because I was worrying, and I was worry. I've let my family down. Everyone's going to suffer because I'm no good. Everybody who relied on me, it was a false reliance. I was a fake. Therefore, I worried even more about what financial disaster to my family.
I'm so confused what's happening.
So, anxiety.
Oh, these footsteps are getting worse and worse.
Burning off. Lack of sleep.
Yep, here you go.
I remember vividly curling up in a ball on the living room floor, howling, not even crying, howling, seeing how shit I was. Yeah, I felt so bad. That's all I could do. I just wanted to be taken away from it.
Okay, yeah, this is how the game opened. I have no clue what's happening.
I only realised something was wrong when I was driving back from school crying, and I knew this wasn't right.
Something
it was a
wasn't very clear.
build-up of stress and work and expectations of work, and then finding that I couldn't do it. I wasn't alone. Other people were struggling with it, but I just thought, I can't do this. Why? What's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? I'm a failure.
I feel like this is going to be emotionally sad.
I knew I was stressed. I didn't know I was depressed, and I think it just got worse after that point. There was no stopping it. Once it started, the feelings of negativity about not being good enough.
I think this game is mostly speaking for itself.
I couldn't stop it.
Okay, so there's clearly something
The
happened.
whole thing made me feel that I was worthless, so I didn't want to meet anyone. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I was so worthless that there's no point in. I shouldn't be indulging in my hobbies, which I love, my cycling and my books. I couldn't do that.
Ooh, yeah.
I couldn't see. Now I can. That these are the sort of things I should have kept doing. I should have kept in contact with people. I should have gone out on my bike. I should have gone to the cinema. I should have done this. I just had to hide because I was an embarrassment, and I was a worthless human being. And all the things that laterally I know of is how you deal with it. I couldn't.
I feel like this is a game going to be telling a story of someone depressed doing something that's not good, or something
It consumed me. Finding a way to kill myself that nobody would get hurt with. I.e., if I didn't want to jump in front of a train in case the train driver had to suffer stroke. I didn't want to hang yourself in the forest because some kid might find you. But I didn't want to kill myself. But I did. And it was not a drama thing. It wasn't attention. I didn't want to kill myself. I'm a useless piece of shit. I'm no good to anyone. Everybody would be better off without me. Which didn't make sense. Now, when I see it, it doesn't make sense. But I was so desperate. I was so down. I could understand why people.
Yeah, this game mostly speaks for itself. Oh boy, like. I want to stop and talk, but like whenever something's going,
I was so numb.
That's what I was saying. Every time I try
I
to,
feel that people
this is what happens. He starts talking.
I could see how they could do it. But unfortunately, I knew
I'm just gonna
I
shut up
couldn't.
now.
There's no way. even though I was suffering and I was hating it, and I was absolutely hating myself, I would have never done that to my family.
Yeah, I'm sure most of us. I'm sure most of us have had moments like this, and it's never good.
Thinking, because I was away from you all and I was having me time, then I reflect, what a fucking great life I had. This is brilliant. I love my family and this is great. I can do this.
Yeah, this man's clearly. Oh, I like how also the elevation changes. I thought that was I think that's really cool.
Did a lot of things on his own, and I think when you're giving time to other people as your job, you sometimes a wee bit of time to yourself without being too selfish. But as soon as I got out there and into my stride, which not a great runner, but into my stride, the head would clear, and then you could just enjoy the experience. You hear the birds, you listen to the sea crashing in, you feel tactile the sand, and the experience of being doing that sort of thing. So I could enjoy the surroundings. But yeah, at the start, rush, because all was a bit time tailing, and at the end, yeah, more relaxed. I could come home and get on with the rest of it.
Yeah. I want to say this earlier, and I'm going to quickly stop.
I know that I've had these issues. I'm hopeful I won't have them again.
Well, he's going to speak over me.
I can't tell if I'm going to have them or not. I don't know what's going to kick in. I didn't think I'd get it after the second time. But then I went back in that position of responsibility, and I had a trigger there. And
Yeah. What I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by this man was that if you're when feeling depressed, it's better to continue doing things even if you don't want to, because those things will help even when you don't feel like you can do them. I want to say that because that is something that is very important to state, even though I have maybe two people and one person making through this. Maybe, but I always find it important to mention, especially during games like these.
Things were happening.
There we go.
And I knew that I didn't want to get ill, and I knew I should be doing certain things, and doing all these different techniques, that was also a frustrating thing, that to have this experience of 2 big episodes, and then the third one to come again. And know and be aware, because I was aware of the triggers and stresses, because I couldn't get a grip with that made it worse.
I find it interesting that sometimes the background sounds are louder than he is.
And saying, well, I can't do anything about it. I'm ill. If I had a broken leg and I was in a plaster, it's obvious. But because I've got a broken head, it's not obvious to see that I'm ill. I think the last time I was ill was much quicker, because I did get the grip. I would like to think I'm a better person for it. It was a good thing. It was a horrible thing, but it was a good thing. And that it made me reflect on what was important. My family was more important than anything else. What other people think doesn't matter, apart from the ones close to you. And work is important. It's a job, and getting that balance right. And that's what was wrong.
Yeah, I find it very interesting. Because the sounds are the boys in the background that are louder than him, it makes it feel more like, well, I'm walking with this man than just hearing him talk.
Which is brilliant, because we're too young to deal with that at the time. But it's good to talk about it now. I hope they know that if anything like that happens to them, then they understand it. Well, it's happened to their dad, so. And he's still here, and he's still okay, I hope. And yeah, that if happens to their friends, and that happens to people they love, that they'll have insight into to know that people need help.
Thank you for walking on this journey. If you're someone who is suffering from depression or experiencing suicidal thoughts, please visit www.sanitarian.org or reach out to your local mental health service provider. Press escape start button to quit. That, I just want to say, that I'm just going to go on a small rant here over this picture, which I feel like this is just this man's life. Right? And I'm pretty sure this could be a picture of the person who made this game with his children, and I would not be shocked. And if it is, I feel like that's a really good way of trying to show your kids kind of what it's like, how that you've gone through something. And I don't think it's that is what they were trying to accomplish, but it could be, and I wouldn't know. I didn't really read too much up on this game. I saw it and I thought it'd be interesting and looked surreal. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like some small surreal game where everything's correct but incorrect is going to have to walk somewhere important, finding odder and odder things, where it'd be like, I thought this would be a horror game, but no, it's kind of innocent and pure. And I guess the horror aspect of it is just that you're walking with this man detailing his thoughts of depression and suicide. It's completely. And another thing is that, simply put, I found it very interesting that this man talks to you like you're strolling with him, right? He doesn't talk to you like he's telling I guess you can also consider him telling a therapist, but it feels more like he's just telling you yourself are a part of that. He is telling you either a close friend or somebody he trusts, like a therapist or maybe an authority figure, somebody he has trust in. And personally, I see it as more of a trust in as a good friend, because it feels more like you're walking with him. When times are louder, when there's a lot more traffic, you could hear the trains. It feels like you're walking with this man beside him as he's telling you his story, instead of him sitting down in a room, right? If you could hear those sounds in the background, it'd be more like an imagination, but you're hearing it sometimes in the foreground. Sometimes he's so quiet you can barely hear him. And I think that's just really cool. I think that's just a cool concept in general, and I thought this game was really cool. If you can call it a game, I guess technically it's a walking simulator, but there's something about him talking like this, this closeness, this deep and importance, that I thought it'd be cool. Yeah, as I said, if you ever feel like this, seek help. And I'm pretty sure everyone has at least felt like this once, and if not, will eventually feel like this at least once. I think it's more common than it's led on to believe, and if it isn't, then I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, I think it's ended on a really positive note. I think one of the only times these videos end on positive notes recently. If you enjoyed, please like and maybe subscribe. Do whatever you want. I can't control you. And leave a comment. I enjoy reading them and I enjoy responding to them, even if they're just a simple hello. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.